This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Hey guys, this is Hardcore Country Mickey James, and you are listening to Wrestling POV podcast.
What's going on, fellas?
Mania! Hello!
It is Mania week, that's right.
That's this week?
That's this week.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
About Mania.
I
pretty
hope
quiet.
I'm sure. It is. It is.
You sound so enthused about Mania.
Oh,
Right?
Lord. So, I'm so excited.
And I just can't hide it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we can really tell.
Wowzers.
AEW
It
should
is-
never use that tongue again.
Yowie,
Wow.
wowie.
It is Mania week, ladies and gentlemen, and there is literally no energy. We are lethargic here. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like Tony said to open the show, what's going on? He's not telling us. It's a question. What's going on, people? Because Mania is dead.
Does anybody truly know, though? That's the thing.
I don't think
It's,
so.
no.
Miss WrestleMania.
Oh, my God.
I tell you, last year's WrestleMania, I was hyped
Cinema.
for.
Cinema.
I was just hyped for it. You know what I'm saying? It had good storylines leading up to WrestleMania, but this one, it's all over the place. Doesn't it feel all over the place?
It does.
It's all over and
There's so many-
then some.
There's so many tag teams, triple threads, fatal four ways. I count like maybe one or two singles matches on the whole between both nights.
But I don't even mind that. It's just like the stories are not there. They're just all thrown together. We had a couple of good stories, and you just threw that to the side, right? We had stuff that made sense, and we're just throwing it all away. And then everybody wants to talk about how great of a job Triple H is doing. You fucking fumbled WrestleMania, bro.
Yeah.
You fumbled WrestleMania. That's it. You're done. Like, no, I'm not giving you another shot at this. Like, and obviously they are, right? He's going to continue to do this stuff, and hopefully he gets better. But this was his first year all by himself, doing it on his own, and he just said, oh, what do we got here? We got a story with Bailey and Roxanne Perez. And you know what? Let's scrap it. What are we doing?
It's the truth, though. You
You
had
would
that
think-
story right there.
You would think with a nose like his, he could smell out a good story. Not him.
Boom.
I mean, Rick ain't lying.
No.
Yeah, that
No.
nose is big.
Rick is.
Yeah, he does
not
got a
lying.
big schnoz. He does have a big schnoz.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, guys. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yep.
You know,
No, but that's that's the thing, Tony. There's no waiting and seeing. Like we're supposed to be excited about this.
Well,
We're supposed to be
that's what I'm
jumping
saying.
we jump into it, and then we're like, well, this was great. This is not great. This is shit. And then we're gonna be like, all right, why did you advertise this? Like, it's crazy.
No, but what I mean was, we're just gonna have to wait and see the day of the show. You know,
No, I get it.
see how
I
it
get it.
is, because
Yeah,
you
that's
know
all we got.
that's all we got right now.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, I'm gonna tell you this much: if it's not up to WrestleMania standards, I'm gonna call it out on the show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And this could possibly be the most let down WrestleManias ever.
Yeah.
It's got the potential.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. For Christ's sake, they put New Day and the War Raiders in WrestleMania
Yep.
Yep.
when they just
Did they
had a
even build
match.
this up?
And
Did
there
they
was
even
no
this
build
story
up.
Mm-mm.
None. But
No.
then what's also sad is the SmackDown tag teams. It's not even on at Mania.
Exactly.
Nope. You know what also is a disappointment? There's no Chelsea Green at WrestleMania.
No Chelsea Green.
The girl's been killing it, and she doesn't have a spot.
Nope.
And
not only that, you got, I mean, we are going to go over all the matches later, but we're just pointing out what doesn't make sense.
You know, I think they're gonna have the Unreal Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown. They're also gonna have the women's Battle Royal on there. They're probably gonna throw her in there.
Oh, Jesus!
Insane. And then don't end up throwing the tag team for SmackDown on Mania after this match on SmackDown. That Street Profits against Motor City Machine Guns. Don't do that. Don't put a Fugazi match, all 4 teams fighting. No, you have to create that story. And you know what you could have had on Friday? You could have had Street Profits and DIY versus Pretty Deadly and Machine Guns. Because then, all right, now we're getting everybody together in the ring. And then, I can't wait to see all 4 teams going head to head. Like, well, what did you do? Yeah. You had the story there, and that was one of the best stories there. Mm-hmm. That was the one we were all looking forward to, was that match with those 4 teams.
Yep.
It's been there. The story has been there since the Royal Rumble. Just like with Roxanne Perez and Bayley, it's been there. And then Roseanne Perez.
Oh, thank you.
Roseanne Perez. You had it, and you threw it away.
Yeah, I think they're more focused on like celebrity involvement and tickets and like all the other stuff.
Well, what celebrities they have? Travis Scott.
Who hasn't been on TV?
No.
The Rock hasn't been there. Cena doesn't even show up to fucking the Monday Night Raw before Mania.
Who?
No.
Can't see him.
No, but I'm saying like the ones that they even show on camera during the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like they put more focus on that than the actual show itself.
And I can guarantee you, none of them even watches wrestling.
No.
I'm sorry. Maybe Travis Scott does. Who knows? But still, it's like, come on, man. You got to be kidding me with this. But what's more disappointing, too, I mean, I'm happy for her in a sense because we get to see her. But for the women's tag team, Raquel and Liv versus Lyra and Bayley?
This thrown-in tag team that you all of a sudden thought, this would be a great matchup with Raquel and Liv. No, you had a match for the Intercontinental Women's Championship with Lyra and Bayley, and then all of a sudden now they're buddies and tag team.
And where's the story?
There's none.
None. Or you could have thrown in freaking Roseanne Perez in there.
Exactly.
For a fatal, if you want to do it as a fatal 3-way or whatever that's called nowadays.
Or if you wanted to actually tell a story, have Bayley be like, I got no partner. Have Roseanne say she ain't got no partner. Put them together as a tag team. Have them win the tag titles and force them to be a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another story. You're like off the top of the dome right there. Like, why are we struggling?
Are they writing this down? Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, listen to the show.
Instead, they have her on NXT trying to get a match and send and deliver.
After she just left.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Why would she even care?
Ridiculous.
If she's on SmackDown all the time. Why is she still in NXT doing stuff? Makes no sense. No.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
Listen, it's atrocious.
It's
preposterous.
Yes.
It's asinine, 10, and 11.
Yes.
And it belongs in the toilet.
It does belong in the toilet.
Listen, you're making me go back to 6 years ago, Tom.
We haven't had to say that for a long time. That's gotten our britches up big time, man.
It's atrocious.
Stop Aaron.
But it is, man. You can't oh my God. I mean, how come we're not the ones writing for WrestleMania? Jesus.
Because we're fucking overweight and we got neck beards.
That's right.
Hey, who are you calling overweight?
Listen. So you obviously don't listen to the show the last couple of weeks that you've been off.
The last week's show was named.
I'm not overweight. Chris. I'm pleasantly plump.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, if you were here last week, you'd understand.
Now I gotta throw out this thing about the whole what's he called? El Grande Americano.
Yes.
Oh God.
Now I saw a picture and it made me think. There was a picture of Chad Gable where his knuckles were all scraped up.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, El Grande Americano, he had the same markings on his knuckle.
Uh-huh.
You see where I'm getting at?
No.
What do you know? I think it's Chad Gable.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Wait, how?
He had the same scrapes on his knuckles. Chad Gable did. And then when Grande Americano came out, he had the same scrapes on his knuckles, same hand and everything.
Bro, they're wrestlers. Of course they're going to scrape up their knuckles.
But he didn't wrestle yet. El Grande didn't wrestle yet.
Well, maybe he did what Goldberg does and bang his head on the door. He was punching the door or something.
Bro, that could be.
Ain't no way that's Chad Gable because he was sick a couple of weeks ago.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah, the doctors know, and he stayed out.
True.
So, no, like Rick just said, he's been sick this whole time. WWE hasn't cleared him. So why would he be El Grande Americano? It makes no sense.
Well, he hates Rey Mysterio.
True.
They both do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's Chad Gable behind that mask.
No way. No.
So what are you saying? It's a conspiracy?
No. I'm just saying. Been trying to figure out who's behind the mask. And I think it's Chad Gable.
It is Gable.
I think
How you figure?
Gable.
How do you figure?
Yeah, I believe it. Okay, if you look when Gable would always go shush or go thank you, go like that, it's the same freaking position that Gable does. Like, thank you, go like that.
Wait, who did that?
But he does gracias.
Yeah, he does. He does gracias.
Does that. Thank you. He goes like that.
Yeah, but Grande. Yeah, he says gracias. I don't think
Grande
it is.
Americano is like 6'2".
But Gable goes, but they do this. Both of them do this. And you don't think you'd have inserts that can freaking make you taller?
Yeah, but they're not gonna do that.
No,
because you can't wrestle with inserts in.
Oh, come on. Hey, it's Gable. It's Gable.
I don't think it is.
Anything that kind of changes his appearance.
I don't think it is, but there is some signs that makes it look like that it is Chad Gable.
I feel like they're trying to make you believe that, and then at Mania you're going to see both of them in the ring at the same time.
Wait a minute. What about that one episode on Raw when they were interviewing Chad Gable, asking him if he was it, and then Grande Americano was getting escorted out? Remember?
Exactly.
So it can't be Chad Gable.
But that did not look like Gable getting. Of course, did not look like the physicality of Gable when he's.
I don't know.
As a Grande Americano, whatever his name is.
Checkmate right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I still believe it's Gable.
No way.
You're not changing my mind on that. Not one bit.
I don't know, man. That one scene on Raw where it was clearly Grande Americano getting escorted out the building while they were interviewing Chad Gable. So that's a little bit.
Also, Chad Gable has a tattoo on his upper back.
That's true.
That's right.
Yeah. I didn't see El Grande have one.
That's true.
It's called makeup.
Oh.
Yeah, but with them wrestling, it would sweat right off.
Right? It's like the face paint.
I don't know. You guys changed my mind. I was trying to find some evidence that it could be Chad Gable.
It's Gable.
And
it's
what
Gable.
evidence do you have, Chris?
Straight up, it's Gable, man.
I don't think so.
He does that freaking gracias the same way that Gable does.
But Gable says thank
exactly
you.
the way Gable does.
But Gable says thank you.
Gracias. Thank you.
And the Grande Americano says gracias. There's two different.
He's trying to trick you.
Yeah. All right.
No problemo.
It's so real to me, damn it.
It's epic. It's epic.
I feel like everybody listening to this podcast gets it.
I'd hope so.
All right, that's enough of this whole tag cable thing. Let's get right into listener emails. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right, let's start off with a hot one here. Josh Sanders, he chimed in and he titled his long short comment Rick's Flowers. That's what he says. So he says, Rick Serrano III, rightfully so, welcome back to the show. Don't ever leave again. I will let you slide on all the no hope for Cope, even though it's really had me on the edge. I see what he did there. Of going off on a rant. But when ENC reunite, when we will see how you feel, though. But very happy you're back on the show. I was about to go lose my shit on some past host. Okay. Got another book it for my wrestling POV bookers. I will start to email weekly and give my opinion of who's booking. I like the best, so be ready. On the fly to book a guy or a girl. How would y'all get Dirty Dom Mysterio to turn back babyface without him leaving Judgment Day or his girlfriend Liv Morgan? Elio, not cool, Dean. Elio, not cool, Dean. How would you feel if your fellow Canadian Adam Copeland was to hear you betray him and his career? Cope is living a script-free, living a off-script-free to do whatever wrestling life. We're gonna get ENC back, so trust the process and stand up for Edge. Actually, it's gonna be CNC now. Cope and Christian. Wrestling POV, book it. The Fan Man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I gotta say first, thank you, Josh. I really appreciate that.
That's because you told him to say it.
Exactly. $5 coming to your Venmo. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate you, man. Yeah, and you know what? And it's true. You know, I'll say what I say, and I'm always going to own up to what I say about Edge. I think him and Christian coming back together is much needed. I'm going to love it. I'm going to pop for it. I love what they've done together as a team, and I think this is exactly what they need in their career. They don't have to chase titles. They don't have to do anything. Just have great matches, and they're able to do that, especially with a team like FTR. I don't see why they couldn't have a great program with them. So hopefully that does come to fruition. And yeah, Elio's a dick. You're right. He didn't say dick. Dean, sorry. I thought he said dick. But yeah, how do you book that? That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough to book Dom Mysterio as a babyface and doesn't leave the Judgment Day. So the way you
can
do that,
be done though.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're gonna have to. And then, but he also said to keep Liv Morgan. That's tough too, because there's no way you can turn her babyface after the run she's been on.
Yeah.
So like you can, by getting rid of Finn, you can turn him babyface. But then I don't know how Liv turns babyface. I see him leaving as a babyface, but to stay, that's kind of tough.
The only way that could happen, there's a couple ways. But the one way he would have to leave Judgment Day in order for that to happen, which is they just jump him, beat the shit out of him, and then Liv will try to save or whatever, and that way it'll turn both of them babyfaces. But to go what Josh said, he stays in Judgment Day. That's what's hard about it. Unless you get somebody else that'll come in and just beat the shit out of all. They got to beat the crap out of all of them.
I got something.
Okay.
Turn Finn Balor into the Demon. Have him destroy Carlito. Like, take Carlito out. Like, hospitalize him. Have the Demon terrorize the women. Have them lose their straps. And then have him come after Dom. To the point where Dom now feels alone. He has nobody because Carlito is in the hospital. The other two are scared of the Demon. and now you have babyface Dom with the Judgment Day, but not with them. So they're there, but they're not there because one's in the hospital, the other two are afraid of the demon. Have them have their match, have either Dom go over or Dom lose, and then rebuild with the broken Judgment Day as a babyface.
Yeah, but wouldn't
the crowd?
That's tough.
The crowd would love the demon, though.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
The demon,
and it's kind of already started. Like I have this fatal four-way because you have Finn and Dom in the match, so they've kind of already started things between them.
Well, it has to be not like a regular demon. It has to be one that's terrorizing, one that goes like too far.
Yeah.
Kind of like he does a concerto to Carlito, like takes him out, where it's like, whoa, don't do that. You're going too far.
Yeah, it can't be just a regular beatdown. It's got to be something
diabolical.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It would have to be a new demon compared to the demon of old, like the Finn Balor.
I got an idea.
What's up?
What if, like, flip it? What if somebody, like, who's the biggest female heel right now?
Probably Liv.
Besides Liv.
Shit.
I mean, there's Ivy Nile. There's Naomi.
My cousin.
Your cousin.
Zoe.
Well, what? Okay, let's look at it this way. What if
Naomi?
What if Rick's cousin there, Zoe Starks, and Shayna Baszler literally beat the crap out of Liv. And same scenario. Sorry for people in London. Scenario. Not scenario. And
no, my last name's Serrano.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, there you go.
And they jump Liv, like, really, just like you were saying about what they would do with Dom, getting ready to do the concerto and this and that and da-da-da. Dom comes in trying to rescue her, and then even involves some dudes coming in. I don't freaking know. And then I think that's one way of getting Dom and Liv together to be a baby face and still be in the Judgment Day.
Okay, I like that too, where they're about to beat down Liv, and then Dom's like, yo, we got to go help her.
Yeah.
And Finn and Carlito are like, nah.
Yeah.
We're good. And then Dom's like, what do you mean we're good? We gotta go. And then Dom goes and tries to get there in time.
Yeah.
And then, all right, look, we're cooking. At first we were like, nah, I don't know if we can do that. But see, this is what we do, fan man. This is what we do, Josh Sanders. This is what we do.
But, because the other way around, honestly, I think trying to beat the crap out of Dom, the fans are going to love it because he is that much of a heel.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't just leave it up to Dom. Or even better yet, instead of Liv, what about his dad, Ray? And then all of a sudden, you got like a little Star Wars moment where, his dad is getting beaten to shit. And then Dom is like rethinking things. Saves his dad again. You know? And then Liv Morgan is like,
real quick.
Yeah. I think that's another way too.
Yeah.
And he can still be in the Judgment Day. Judgment Day can slowly turn baby. You know what I'm saying? And then Liv has no choice but to, get in on it. Especially like if there's another female that attacks Ray, Liv can be like, yo, what are you doing? And then pop, That's another way.
Not bad.
Yeah. But I seriously do not see beating the crap out of Dom will turn him babyface.
Yeah.
No.
No matter how freaking crazy it is.
He has to show an emotional side, basically. He has to show a side that we can sympathize and empathize with. And if he doesn't do that, then yeah, you're right. There's no babyface. We have to feel for him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think if his dad is the one that gets beat up, then I think that'll, he's got to do like tremendous acting to get the people to be like, oh shit, is he going to help his dad? Help your fucking dad. Help your dad. It could be a couple times where he doesn't, but he still has to act the part of, like I'm thinking about saving my dad, but no, I can't. He's a deadbeat, blah, blah, blah. Then they do it again, and then he can still, nah, I can't. And then just to get the people to be like, save him, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, because I'm telling you, it would be a huge pop. It's kind of like the same thing with Otis and Chad Gable. Remember how many times he kept slapping him and, what the fuck? And Otis wouldn't touch him for like a few weeks here and there. And then all of a sudden what he did, fucking crowd went crazy. So that could be that's another, well, not another, it's the same scenario. So, I mean, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I think that's the only two logical things that could happen that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, or someone could just steal his chicken tendies and then it's a whole thing right there. Or give him dry chicken tendies and no ranch, and then he just goes crazy and the fans go crazy for him.
Yeah. Right. Shout out Wingstop.
There you go.
Raising Cane's, dude.
Ooh.
That one too.
Raising Cane's.
He's not wrong.
Whataburger. Anyways, wait, we're talking about food. All right. So anything else before we go on to the next one?
No, I like that.
Okay.
Good job, Josh.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt Goins, he says, yes, Dynasty was awesome from top to bottom, but the icing on the cake was the greatest tag team in the world, the Young Bucks. Finally showing back up to take out Swerve with the BTE trigger. Now, all we need is the savior of AEW, the man who single-handedly removed the cancer known as CM Punk, Jack Perry, to show up this Wednesday on Dynamite to fully restore the feeling. AEW is hotter than ever right now and shows no signs of slowing down. You love to see it.
No.
So
no. Nope.
No.
No.
No, it's terrible. I'm not gonna lie. The Young Bucks coming back, that's a great thing.
Sure.
But they attacked the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You attack Moxley, this is a different story. It's a different scenario. It's so many different ways it could have gone, and you messed it up. And now you want Jack Perry to come back? I want him back. He's a great asset, but where are you gonna plug him in right now?
Where would you put him? What program would he have?
Not with somebody like Will Ospreay running around.
No.
Now with Takeshita running around.
Yeah.
Now with Okada running around. Now with Kenny Omega running around.
Nope.
So, where do you plug him in? Where Ricochet?
Oh, boy.
I wouldn't even do that.
No, because he can't keep up with him.
No.
I'd be rooting for Ricochet in his scenario.
That scenario, yeah. Oh, boy. No, Jack Perry as a heel, I don't feel like fits anywhere right now at all.
No, not really.
Mm-mm.
Not really. All right.
No.
Nelson Sanchez says the reality of why Charlotte is hated ironically is because she's so great for her own good. Just like Cena, she thinks being a champ all the time defines her without knowing she can be bigger than the title and still be the main event with the title. Yet she doesn't do that. Shaking my head. This is I lost my train of thought here. This is what the fuck? Where am I? The title and she was the main event without the title. Yet she doesn't know that. This is why guys like Undertaker is so great. He learned to be the draw without the title being in the picture.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's Cena never really did that either, though. Cena never really without the title. What was he, right? Without the title, what is Charlotte? We've been saying this for weeks now. We don't know what that is. We don't know what kind of story she can do without that title. Honestly, we know her in-ring ability is huge and she can do great things, but always giving her a title opportunity, like she could have had a match like Jade and Naomi, right? It could have been the first time we had 2 women's matches for non-title matches on the card. She didn't need to go for the title.
No.
It's like Alexa Bliss said in that one segment of Alexa's Playground. If she had that title on her shoulder, she'd have nothing to talk about.
Yep. So it's just like we got to just figure out what we can do with her so that she doesn't need the title so she can show people how great she is. She's not the best on the mic. We know that. We've been saying that for years now.
Yeah.
Not the best on the mic. Give her a mouthpiece. Give her somebody that can stand next to her and just spit off all the accolades she's done. Right? We don't need another Paul Heyman. Just give another manager. Get somebody.
They need to bring managers back, period.
Yes.
Right?
I mean,
there's no one there.
There's this guy, the agent, Rick Serrano III. I've heard he's good.
I heard of him,
Bring him in. Hire that man.
Right? Just bring him in. Let him do it,
But I heard he had a career-ending pinky injury.
That's what it is, man. They say it's so bad that he may never be able to walk again. And it's just
wow.
So technically, it's not medically clear.
Exactly.
No. No. That sucks.
Shout out to the agent Rick Serrano III. Hope we get back into.
Oh boy.
All right. Mark Riley from Massachusetts says, "Hey guys, enough time has passed, and I just have to say that last night's heel turn by FTR." Well, he's talking about the pay-per-view because we're doing the emails every other week.
Yeah.
FTR at Dynasty was way more meaningful than John Cena's heel turn at Elimination Chamber.
What?
FTR and Cope were actually friends and have a long history together, so it left AEW fans shocked when they turned. John Cena has no friends and had no history with Cody, so his turn still makes no sense, and just left WWE fans scratching their unwashed heads. FTR's turn will eventually lead to an epic match against Cope and Christian. That is sure to be a 5-star banger, while Cena's turn will just lead to a 2-star snoozer predictability taking the title from Cody at Mania.
All right.
Wow.
First things first. Chris washes his head. All right. I see his head right now. He definitely washes his head. So don't say about unwashed head.
Shiny.
Okay?
Very shiny.
He washes his head. All right. Second thing here. FTR, they were showing that FTR was going to turn on Cope. They showed that. They teased it.
Yes.
Right? John Cena turning heel was never teased.
No.
We've wanted it for over 20 years, and we finally got it. Now, has it died down since that night? 1,000% agree. It sucks now. But that night when he turned, everybody went crazy. Except for this guy who wrote the email. But everybody else went crazy. Us overweight neckbeards who don't wash our heads, we went crazy for that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But FTR turning, there's no... Even Josh would agree with us that John Cena turning heel is bigger than FTR turning on Cope.
Well, at least we hope.
The thing is, FTR has been healed before. He's been healed babyface throughout his careers. And the fact that you think that was a bigger turn than Cena, who hasn't been heel in 20 years, bro, what are you watching?
And their explanation was terrible.
That was garbage.
Yeah. Yep.
But thank you for writing in.
Yeah, absolutely. Write in again, will you?
Yeah.
Alexis Dwan Montgomery from Montgomery, Alabama said, "That doesn't work for me, brother. At this point, I'm starting to believe that Jon Moxley has creative control because it never ends. Never, ever ends. Old school legends like Edge lost. Rising young stars like Swerve lost. The endless, most painful AEW title run ever is simply endless. It's like he decided to not put over anyone. It sucks, and I don't want to watch AEW when he's on screen. He's damaging an already damaged promotion. Just end it already. The reign is already dead. God, it's awful, absolute dog shit."
Wow.
I couldn't agree more with a comment.
Yeah.
I seriously couldn't. The way that Jon Moxley is promoting this Death Riders group, This whole thing with the world title never being shown, his matches that he does in the ring. Right. He never fucking loses. He never puts anybody over. He's doing spikes in his back. It's like, dude, no, this is not good. This is CCW. If you want to watch that, fine. But for AEW programming and its, fans, it's not good.
No. And the thing is, like the listener said, ruining the legacy of this company.
Yep.
Like, you're destroying it. The credibility is down the toilet already.
Yep.
Like, Tony Khan wants to be forefront, wants to be in front of everything, want to make a spectacle out of everything. He needs to go to the back, and he needs to just stay there. Provide the money. Let the writers actually do the writing. Let the wrestlers actually do the wrestling, and that's it. Yep. That's all they have to do. Do not let the people who are wrestling run the company, because they're not businessmen, right? Mm-mm. They're not writers. They're storytellers with the wrestling they do in the ring. But that's it. Guys like Jon Moxley should not be controlling any creative.
No.
So, I agree.
Your greatest example was WCW, and now is that a company anymore? No, it's not. And there's a reason why it's not.
Nope.
And AEW is going down that trail.
And TNA's best years was when they were trying to do something of their own, right? Yeah. Once they decided to go and start copying other companies, what happened? Floundered and just drowned. That was it. Yep.
Yeah.
I tell you this much, though. TNA is worth watching more so than AEW.
Absolutely.
I think so. Yes.
And I've never been a fan of TNA. You know what I'm saying? But lately, I've been watching TNA. You know?
I'm always a fan of TNA.
We know this, Chris. All right, Mike Weaver from Frankfurt, Germany says, hey, guys, how would you rate the Jey Uso promo from last night? Have they finally put the build for this match on the right path?
Nope. No. I would still give it a 5 out of 10. And that's saying a lot.
That is saying a lot.
Here's my thing with it. The promos beforehand, he was still yeeting to the crowd. The whole, like we've said throughout the weeks of Jey Uso's run to the world title. Now he's being serious, going for his family, going after Gunther. He's not scared, yada, yada, yada. But it's still not a good promo in a way, because he's saying the same shit that he said the first week that he had this world title run.
Yeah.
So, no, it's not built anything to me.
Let's dissect it. Last week, it was, what do you do with your family? What do you guys talk about? What do you eat? What do you do? Do you walk the dog? Shut up. Why are you wasting my time with that? And then you have to tell the crowd not to eat. You're telling them not to do that.
Yes.
They shouldn't be able to pick up on the seriousness, but they don't take you serious, dog. And then what happened this week? Nothing. Nope. I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Same promo.
Kevin McAllister, like Clay said, I'm
gonna get you, cuz.
Yeah.
Or he said, I'm gonna get you, cuz.
Yeah. All right. No, I don't take you serious. And then you went and you yeeted again.
Yeah.
He did. That's his go-to, though. He has nothing else.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you telling the fans not to yeet when that's all you got? And that's the whole reason why you won the Royal Rumble. The whole reason why you're in the world title picture is because of your fandom of yeet.
And listen, that's the only thing they're holding on to
exactly
for WrestleMania is this entrance. This better be one of the greatest entrances of all time.
Yeah.
It better be.
Yeah.
First of all, you got to look at WrestleMania 12. Shawn Michaels has the greatest entrance of all time.
Hands down.
I'm not even a Shawn Michaels fan. That's the greatest entrance of all time. Mm-hmm. You got to beat that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a waste.
Now, question. Do you guys think he's going to go through the crowd, or is he going to come down the ramp?
He has to go through the crowd.
He has to go through the crowd.
Yeah.
Go through the crowd.
Yes.
You have to go through a WrestleMania crowd. Listen to what we just said. So that you can get over, you have to go through a WrestleMania crowd.
And it better be a good entrance.
Luck. Because they're not going to let you through, bro.
No.
That'd be a great entrance.
18 minutes long.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, why the hell would you go through a crowd everywhere else, but then the WrestleMania main card, and you're going off stage?
And guess what? The best part of his entrance, aside from the fans eating, is the lights. Guess what he's not going to have in the daytime when you open up WrestleMania?
The lights.
The lights. He's going to have that sun. Yeet.
Bro, listen, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. That match was great. Great finish, but it was daytime. Ain't nobody care about daytime Mania matches.
No.
Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Ain't nobody care about that 8-second match. It was during the daytime.
Yep.
So you got to give us something. And, it's a shame that matches like that are for the title. During the day to open Mania?
Is it really opening for Mania?
That's what they're saying.
Oof.
What? Why?
I don't think it should be an opening match.
I don't either.
It's a world title. Why are you putting it in the opening match?
It's honestly
that's bullshit if it's an opening match, because it shouldn't be an opening match.
Honestly, that's the only spot it could belong to that you can get hyped for. Because if you open the match if you open up the card, the show with that, you got the whole excitement of the crowd. You got the excitement of this is WrestleMania. Oh, say, can't you see America the Beautiful? And then all of a sudden, right? And then also you get yeet, yeet, yeet. Everybody's all excited. And then also what happens in the second match? Everybody dies down. Third match, everybody dies down. Then you got a pick-me-up match. Whoa! And then you go right back down. And then you get the main event.
Well, that's why it shouldn't be the first match, because if they hype the crowd up so much where everybody's saying this is fucking awesome, and they see, the next match is a letdown.
That's WrestleMania, though. That's how it always is. It's always one match that fires you up, then you die down, then you come back up. That's why Jericho hated going second. It's just you don't want to go second. You don't want to open, but if you're going to open, you got to have a banger of a match to start it. And if there's anything that we need Jey Uso and Gunther to have a great fucking match.
Which I think they will, though.
I think they will too. And I'm glad you said
skeptical.
That, yeah. Well, and here's my thing: as much shit as we've talked about this world title match, I still think Gunther and Jay could put on a good match. Now, regardless on who wins, these two I think could put on a really good match in general.
All right, how about this? Let's put this question out there. Mm-hmm. Is it detrimental to Gunther's career if he loses this match to Jey Uso?
I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't think
so.
One
bit.
So then where does he go next?
He goes to SmackDown, go after WWE time.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, that's my only scenario with it, because you can't have Gunther go mid-card, or you can't have Gunther just, out of nowhere, just go after random people for no title. He kind of is like a Charlotte Flair in a way, where we don't really know Gunther without a championship around his waist.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? Because he had the IC title forever. He had that UK championship forever. He's having the world heavyweight champion for a while. So do we recognize Gunther without a world championship? I don't know.
I could see it that way, but he has like a slight losing streak to kind of humble his ass.
Yeah, but that would hurt him.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah.
If he gets into a losing streak, that would hurt him.
So that's what I'm saying. Losing to somebody like Jey Uso, it's Jey Uso.
Well, Jay's big though now. Like he's one of the top guys now.
He was big up until January, and then once the Royal Rumble happened, his stock went down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A lot of people started turning on Jay. Everybody was all on the Jay train. You see what I did there? Everybody was all on the J train, and now they're like, "Oh, what's the next stop?" Because I want to get off of this shit. So losing to someone, it has to be a beatdown. They have to beat the shit out of each other. It has to be classic wrestling. I need to see some chain wrestling with these two, right? And we know Gunther can do that.
Oh yeah,
can Jay do that?
Yeah.
Can Jay give me a singles match that is going to be 30 minutes? I don't know.
He did it with Roman.
I will tell you this. Gunther's going to be the one carrying this match.
He has to.
It's not going to be Jay.
No.
Has to.
Yep, I will agree with that.
Not going to be Jay, but I will. Talking on a wrestler's perspective, I think maybe this is a good idea to have them go first, only because, like exactly what Rick just said. The reason why you got everybody hyped up. It's the very first match of Mania. These guys, the fans are going to go buck wild as it is, even before match one starts. So while their adrenaline is high, you might as well put in the heavyweight title match just to really get the people involved. Because I'm not trying to sound like a broken record or repeat what Rick said. But the second match, 9 times out of 10, is like, it just kind of sinks a little bit. So, and plus, the thing of it is, which is hard for wrestlers to do, is top with the match before it's to top that.
Yeah.
If Jay and Gunther have an awesome freaking match, that second match, okay, how are we going to top that?
Yeah.
Third match, how are we still going to top that?
Yep.
They're thinking about that first match. They're not thinking about the second. They're thinking about the first because they want to top it, and that's going to be very difficult.
And that's why storytelling is so important, because
exactly
it wouldn't matter how good that match was before you, as long as we get a conclusion to the story that you've been telling for months.
Yep.
Right? So like a Jade Cargill-Naomi match, I'm excited for that. I think that is the most exciting match I have on the WrestleMania card, where I'm just like, yo, this is actually a decent story. And it was elongated, like they made it too long. Yeah. But I still, because of Naomi's promos, because Naomi's promos saved this story. She saved this match single-handedly, because Jade even was getting annoying. And Naomi single-handedly saved this program. And I'm excited for this match. And I don't care if this match is 4 minutes long, because Naomi's already solidified her character for the weeks and months to come. And Jade, and she Goldbergs this woman, she solidified who she is as a wrestler for months to come. So that, out of all the matches, is what I'm excited about. And you can put that on second because it has a story behind it. So
yeah,
that's what I would do.
That's true. Mm-hmm. So I hope we answered your question. All right, last one, and then we're going to go to WrestleMania Night 1. Mike Larson from California. He wrote a novel.
Oh boy.
He wrote a novel. So he says, I was trying to figure out what the hell he meant by E-drones, but then I kind of got what he's talking about. So he says, all the E-drones got their panties in a bunch because Swerve said, fuck Booker T. After Dynasty went off the air, but why? Booker T is just like all the other paid by WWE podcasters and Wrestling POV and old heads that do nothing but run AEW and its wrestlers' names into the dirt every chance they get, while praising the horrible acting and subpar matches of Triple H's clown show. It's pathetic, really. So AEW guys are just supposed to sit back and take constant ridicule without saying anything back? And what is Booker T going to be remembered for anyways? Calling Hulk Hogan a slur in a promo? Being handed the WCW title when WCW was on his deathbed? Getting beat up by Stone Cold in the supermarket? Besides that, all he's known for is his horrible NXT commentary and spinning in a circle. In my opinion, Swerve is already on Booker T's level. If he hasn't surpassed it, and if Tony Khan, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm giving the entire AEW roster full permission to go full fuck everybody from the other promotion in their promos for now on, because they're not going to stop talking. So you might as well fight back. It's only fair.
What?
God dang!
I'm starting to think him and Matt Goins are the same person.
Probably.
I think so. Yeah.
Like, what?
You ready for this one?
I see you marinating there, Rick.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I agree with Mike. I agree with him.
Whoa.
I agree with him.
Why?
100% agree. I've been saying it to myself for a very long time. I recently saw that they said that Booker T was the #1 black wrestler of all time, which I almost fell out of my chair. Let's call a spade a spade. What Mike said about Booker T is 100% accurate. Booker T was Harlem Heat. He was part of one of the greatest tag teams of all time. They dropped Stevie Ray and they push Booker T. They give Booker T this title. Now, listen, Booker T 100% deserve his title reigns. Absolutely. But let's not forget one thing here. There's a guy by the name of Ron Simmons. Did we forget about who the hell Ron Simmons is? Did we forget who The Rock is? Did we forget about Rocky Johnson, Junkyard Dog? Did we forget about Tony Atlas? Did we forget about who those guys were?
Bobo
Brazil, Bobby Lashley. Did we forget that all of those guys we just named is better than Booker T? Did we forget that? Did we also forget that Booker T has been that guy that he's a yes man? That he just says yes to what's happening? Yeah, he went after Hulk Hogan that one time, and then the second time when he was on the stage, he stared him down. But he still did everything that Vince said. He was just a yes man at some point. And he did the whole Charmel thing and the King Booker. Okay. And now now he's a joke of himself, right? Shucky ducky quack quack. Tell me he didn't just say that. Sucker. Again, let's be real. Booker T was the only one getting pushed to the moon. And let's also be real. Swerve Strickland is pretty damn good. Now, I'm not going to say...
Is he better than Booker T?
I'm not going to say that yet. He has all the potential in the world to be better than Booker T. But let's not forget that Booker T got screwed over by Triple H, and he still kisses his ass. Still kisses his boots.
True that.
He has opportunity...
Let me throw this at you. Now, does Swerve Strickland need to go back to WWE in order to be... I guess, to surpass Booker T?
No. Build your legacy in AEW like you have been. And
but don't you think he needs to redeem himself in WWE?
At some point he does.
He was barely in WWE though. He was
that's what I'm saying.
That's why he has to reinvent. I agree with you said, Clay, where he has to build himself in AEW, be a champion, 3-4-time champion.
Yes.
Then he could jump to WWE, and now he's established. Now he's there.
Right.
He's a 3-time AEW champion. You're not going to chump me out.
Right.
You're not going to drop me. But the problem with Swerve is that he opened his mouth and he said it publicly in front of fans. Fuck Booker T.
Yeah.
I'm not a wrestler, right? I'm not somebody trying to be with the WWE unless you're hiring. I'm not trying to do that. So fuck you, Booker T. I can say that. You can't say that. Because you're trying to create a legacy. And you know what? Here's the thing. Booker T has a lot of people that love Booker T.
Yep.
So him saying that, now you got made a lot of enemies, Swerve, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So
I agree 100% with that.
That's the problem with that. But I agree with Mike. I honestly, there's a lot of instances where AEW fans, they don't get an opportunity to say things because WWE is just a conglomerate, right? They're bigger, better, and they're faster and stronger. They do all those things better. And sometimes AEW people, they can't talk because then what do you have the next week? You got spikes in the back. What do you got next week? An orange juice match. What do you got the next week? There's no momentum. You're not establishing yourself. You're building up yourself with glue and sticks. And we got concrete with the WWE.
Yeah.
You can't compare the two. You're going to get knocked over every time. So what AEW has to do is they have to establish themselves. You have to put on great shows. Stop taking shots at WWE. Be above them. Be better than them by wrestling better than them. You have all the talent in the world to be better than them, but you don't want to do that. You rather talk the talk instead of walking the walk. So, again, I agree with Mike. I think Booker T was egotistical. I think Booker T, he's done a lot in the business, but again, it was catered to him. I feel like he didn't work as hard as people like Ron Simmons, Bobby Lashley, and every other guy we named. You can't put him at #1 black superstar of all time Booker T. Halo's crack top 10.
Yeah.
He'd be past the top 20.
Oof, that's a stretch.
No. You still got to give Booker T credit though.
Absolutely.
I give Booker T credit. I give Booker T credit as a tag team wrestler. When he went solo, when he was King,
he was G.I.
Booker. When he was King Booker, like, oh my god,
that was a joke.
That was the most stupidest character I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, that was even worse than oh God, how could I put it? Damn, that was just one of the worst characters I ever seen as King of the Rings. It just left me speechless right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I hope we answered your question there, Mike. Well, not even answered your question, responded to your email. Yeah, so that's it for the listener. No, go ahead.
But again, Mike, you don't gotta take a shot at us, man.
I know, right?
No.
You always gotta take a shot at us all the fucking time.
That's the thing, though. You always write an email back, so we must be doing something right for you to keep commenting on us. So
that's true.
Yep,
there you go.
That's true. So if you have any comments or questions, just make sure you email us at wrestlingpov1@yahoo.com, and we'll respond to it. Trust me, we will.
What if this whole time Elio's fucking Mike?
I know, right?
Right.
Probably is.
Could be. He's quiet whenever Mike's on.
That's true. Hey, we never seen Mike and Elio in the same room.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's true.
That is.
And
I'll
plus,
have to see what I'm up to see next then.
Exactly. Unlike
Are you
ready? Are you ready for what I'm about to say?
What?
That's my middle name.
Mike?
Ah.
Oh, see? That's where he got it from.
See? It's just like the Chad Gable and Grande Americano.
Bro, are you telling me that your initials are EMC? E equals MC squared? You fucking genius over here?
That's where. Oh my God! Now things make sense.
Dean Elio, fucking Einstein of WPOV over here.
Right? Holy shit! All right, so before we get into our WrestleMania Night 1, I have to play this clip. You know what clip this is?
What's that?
Another Haku story. Featuring Stevie Ray, Booker T's brother, has a story to tell.
What a lead off.
What a lead off. So take a listen.
I go over to this bar, big, giant cowboy bar. I walk in, I look across the club way over there. I see a bunch of the boys by the bar. Oh, there go the boys over there. As I'm walking over there, I see this scrum. This scrum breaks out. You know, I get closer, go through a few people. Haku has a guy in that fucking Tongan deathlock or whatever the fuck it was. This fucking guy is about to shit on himself.
He's using it in a real fight.
Yes, this fucking guy is about to piss, shit, and vomit all at the same fucking time with goddamn shit coming out his ears. His eyes is rolled back in his fucking head. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what made that better is that Debo music.
That Debo music.
That's what made me like, I'm picturing in my head as Haku is getting this guy, and then Debo's music makes it more scary.
Yeah.
Just
it does.
Right.
But gives you more reasons why you should never mess with Haku. I'm telling you, even Chuck Norris is afraid of him.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed. I'm telling you. I got a lot of more. I got a lot of more stories, but I won't play it all, obviously. But as the weeks go by, I will play a Haku story so everybody can enjoy that.
There you
go.
All right, so let's get ready for WrestleMania predictions Night 1. Take it away, Clay.
All right, we're talking about WrestleMania Night 1. We are starting out these matches are not in order. Do not shoot the messenger, please. The War Raiders versus the New Day for the World Tag Team Championships.
All right, it is on to Chris first. So, Chris, who you got?
War Raiders.
Elio.
War Raiders.
I'm also going to go to War Raiders, only because why would they give the New Day the tag straps? For what? What's that going to accomplish them as a heel? They can still be a good, decent heel without the title. So, I did win War Raiders, but they could. I'm sticking with the War Raiders. Rick.
See, here's the thing. This has no story. It has no energy at all.
And that's the problem I was having.
The only thing I can see is Big E attacking the New Day and giving the War Raiders the win.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to go War Raiders and the hope that Big E comes back and destroys the New Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Clay?
I agree 100% with Rick. That is the only explanation I can see with this match. And having it be an exciting pop
for a Mania moment.
For a Mania moment.
Yeah.
You haven't heard anything from Big E since they turned him away. You haven't heard nothing of this comeback per se. Now, I'm not saying Big E's going to come back. I'm not saying that. But him costing New Day the tag titles, that would be definitely a WrestleMania moment. And the payback for Big E. So I got to go War Raiders on this one.
I agree.
All right. Next match, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
God.
Elio, it's on
terrible.
I've got El Grande Americano.
Whoa. Really?
What?
I mean, because I figure Ray can afford the loss. I mean, because I don't think it hurts him. He's already a Hall of Famer.
Okay. You're going to make me spell that, Elio.
I would put just GA for now.
Okay, there you go.
I'm going for Rey Mysterio. I think he's going to unmask El Grande Americano.
And prove to the world that it's not Chad Gable?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's Chad Gable. Told you, you're not changing my mind on it.
I don't think it is, but go ahead, Rick.
Oh, man. I would love me a plate of ribs right now because I just feel like there's a lot of ribbing going on. Oh, man. I'm going Rey Mysterio.
All right, Clay.
I'm going Rey Mysterio.
Chris.
619 Mysterio.
All right. Next matchup.
All right. Next match. We got Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
It's on to me. I'm going Jade Cargill. She's going to destroy her. Rick.
Jade Cargill, absolutely.
Clay.
Jade.
Chris.
Oh, Jade Cargill.
Elio.
I'm going Jade Cargill. And I think, because it's going to attempt to interfere and cost her the match, but it's not going to happen. Jade's still going to win.
Okay. All right, next matchup.
All right, we got Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. Again, another story that doesn't make no sense at all.
It's on to you, Rick.
Jacob Fatu. I don't want to hear any other name than Jacob Fatu.
Clay.
I got to go with Jacob Fatu.
Chris.
Let me tell you something.
What?
LA Knight.
I'm going with LA Knight. Okay.
LA Knight.
What?
He went with LA Knight.
Okay.
Elio.
Jacob Fatu.
I'm also going Jacob Fatu. All right, next matchup.
All right, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship.
Ooh.
Clay, it's on to you.
Listen, if Charlotte Flair does not take this title off Tiffany Stratton, we got a problem. And I'm just going to say that straight up. So I'm going Charlotte Flair.
Chris.
Tiffany Stratton.
Elio.
Charlotte Flair.
Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm actually now looking forward to this match.
Okay.
after what Charlotte did to her on SmackDown, it looked personal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's personal.
So I'm waiting to see if it's going to carry on to this match, or is Charlotte Flair going to be the professional that she is and just have it as a regular match, or is she going to throw some cheap shots in this match? So I'm going Charlotte Flair, but honestly, after what she did on SmackDown, I'm actually looking forward to this match, despite the bad promos. Rick?
I'm going Charlotte. She needs to beat her down, and she got to do it quickly, too.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep. All right. Next match, Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Chris, it's on to you.
Jey Uso.
Elio.
Don't think too hard, Elio.
I feel like they're gonna give Jey the Kofi Mania treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go Jey.
Okay. It's on to me. I'm also gonna go Jey, just because of what Elio just said. I think they're gonna do the whole Kofi Mania, Daniel Bryan thing. Yep. You know, I don't know if I can beat him, dog. Yeah, I'm not afraid of you. Fuck that. So I'm going Jey Uso. Rick?
I'm trying to calculate how many baby faces we got winning, how many we got losing. And I think, so what was it? War Raiders. Then we said, what was next?
Ray and El Grande.
And then what was next?
Tiffany and Jade.
Oh, God. Uh-huh. And then we said Charlotte.
And said Charlotte.
And now Gunther. Yeah, I'm gonna go Gunther. I think night one is gonna be babyface heavy in wins. Well, then we also said Jacob Fatu, so it's 3-3.
Oh,
so
okay.
then,
true that.
I'm gonna go with Gunther, and then I'll go with my main event after this. But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty even with the babyface winning, heels winning. So I'm confident with Gunther winning.
Okay. Yep. Clay.
Hey, we're going to be yeeting in Las Vegas, fellas. So I got to go Jey Uso.
All right. Just don't yeet like Michael Cole, but we'll discuss that
later. Don't get me started.
We'll talk about that.
Chris was just yeeting like Bushwhacker Luke just now.
Oh, shit.
All right, next matchup.
And the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
Elio, it's on to you.
CM Punk's in the main event. He always said he wanted to be in the main event and say he was gonna win. I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
I like how he did that. He's like, CM Punk always said that he wanted to be main event.
You threw me off, bro.
I know, right?
Down for Rollins or Punk, and then you said, "I'll go Seth Rollins."
He goes, "I'll go Seth Rollins."
Okay.
This one's very difficult. All three of these guys can win it. Mm-hmm. I think something for Gazy's going to happen. Not sure what exactly, but I think I have to agree with Elio. I have to go Seth Rollins. Seth friggin' Rollins.
Won WrestleMania again.
I'm in the main event.
You sounded like
that shit hurts my throat.
I have an idea of what's going to happen at the end of that.
What?
Somewhat, we're going to get the same ending of like something like what we got on Raw last week.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. All right, Rick, it's on to you.
CM Punk. If I pick anybody else, would I be me? I'm gonna pick with my heart, and it's gonna let me down. And this is gonna be a negative point for me, but I'm going with CM Punk.
All right, Clay.
I am gonna go with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is gonna become a Paul Heyman guy, and somehow, some way, he's going to figure out a way to join Rock and Cena and make this whole faction a thing. Because if you've seen, of course, we've seen the SmackDown promo. Now, I won't get into that much because we'll talk about it here in a little bit. But the way he was acting is like he was going to turn. Acted like the Shield Rollins in one part. Acted like the corporate Rollins and saying he's best for business.
Yeah.
You kind of see that mixture in this promo with it.
Yeah.
I could see Seth winning the match and turning heel with Rock and Cena and making this big faction with him being the main guy while Cena and Rock sit on their ass.
True.
That's just my opinion. There you go.
There you go. All right, Chris.
Seth Rollins. Same thing that Clay was stating. He also said that it's best for business. Who else also said that right after Elimination Chamber? John Cena.
John Cena.
He said it's best for business. So just the way he's looking and the way that he said that comment, Seth Rollins.
And but how about this? Just to fuck with you guys. Why can't CM Punk be that third guy? Right? CM Punk could come out and he's here to save Cody, and he turns on Cody because you know what? Once upon a time,
he doesn't like The Rock.
Once upon a time, The Rock and John Cena didn't like each other either.
True.
Once upon a time, John Cena and CM Punk didn't like each other either. And what happened in Elimination Chamber? They were hugging, damn near making out. CM Punk and The Rock don't like each other. They don't like John Cena. What if the three of them are in business together? So let that marinate. Let that marinate there for a little bit.
What is that, a conspiracy?
No.
Yes.
But Chad Gable being Grande Americano, that's a conspiracy theory.
Yes, it is. Oh, God.
That's Fugazi. That's Fugazi.
That's my line.
Yeah.
Fugazi.
That's my line.
Okay? You say Fugazi, I say Fugazi.
That's not a word.
That's not. That sounded like what I was saying last week.
Oh, my God. Let's not even go there. All right, so that's your WrestleMania.
I've been trying to figure out what word that was that Clay said 2 weeks ago, and I, for the love of me, like kerfuffle is an easy word. Like that's there, but for content, something like I can't remember.
For Kunkel.
For Kunkel, there you go.
For Kunkel, yeah.
For Kunkel, it's kind of like a kerfuffle, but it's a for Kunkel.
And with that, we're taking a break.
That's your WrestleMania night 1. We will go over night 2 and after the break. So with that being said, let's take a quick pause for the cause. And when we come back, we got WrestleMania night 2 and This Week in Wrestling.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hi, I'm WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen, and listen to Wrestling POV podcast and always do it with Flair. Woo!
What's up, wrestling fans? It is yours truly, Ruby Soho, and you're listening to Wrestling POV podcast with the man, Tony Diaz.
We're back and find Wrestling POV every Friday on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Pandora, and Amazon Music. And now Tony's subject into night 2 of WrestleMania picks and This Week in Wrestling.
All right, let's get right into it. WrestleMania night 2 picks. Take it away, Clay.
Yes, sir. WrestleMania night 2. We have, again, these matches are not in order, so do not shoot the messenger. First match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
All right, it's on to... Who's it on anyways? I forgot. You know what? Just go, Clay.
All right, I will. Look, this story, this tag teams match has no build-up whatsoever, so I'm going to play it safe and say Liv and Raquel retains the titles here.
All right. Chris, on to you.
Lyra and Bayley.
Wow.
Okay.
Elio.
I'm going to go Liv and Raquel.
I'm also going to go Liv and Raquel. Rick.
I hope that they come out as Diesel and Shawn Michaels.
That'd be sick.
From In Your House.
Yeah.
And I want Liv and Raquel.
All right.
Okay. All right. Next match we have, oh boy, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Oh boy. Chris is on to you.
You already know who I'm going to say. I fucking despise Logan Paul. I'm going for AJ Styles.
All right, Elio.
AJ Styles.
I'm going AJ Styles also. Rick.
AJ Styles. I think that Karrion Kross boost is going to help him into this feud. So I'm going AJ.
Yep. Clay.
Let me just say this: if WWE disrespects AJ Styles at WrestleMania by losing to fucking Logan Paul, I am going to go nuts on this fucking show next time we're on. It better be AJ Styles winning this match.
Yeah.
And he's not for kunkling around.
I'm not for kunkling around. Here we go. Next match for the Intercontinental Championship, Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio in a fatal four-way.
I've been waiting for this one. Elio, it's on to you.
I'm going Braun Breaker.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going Dominic. I see Dominic winning. It's something that a lot of people are not expecting. I think he's going to portray Finn in some type of way. And we discussed it a little bit a while ago where I think Finn is going to do his knockout move, the coup de grace, or as we used to say, the coup de grace. And I think what Dominic is going to be sneaky, throw Finn out, and then cover him. And new IC champ, Dominic Mysterio. Yeah. Rick.
I'm going Dirty Dom. And I think what's going to happen is he's going to do exactly what you said to Finn. And then he's going to be like, yo, Finn, I'm going to give you the first title opportunity. And then that's when Judgment Day turns on Finn Balor.
Ooh.
So going with Dirty Dom.
All right, Clay.
I'm following this train of Dominic Mysterio. Look, we've seen during Raw these two, Finn Balor and Dominic, kind of, having friction with one another, not, seeing eye to eye in certain things. They kind of teased this turn that's coming in somewhat in the future.
Yeah.
So I think, like Tony said, like Rick said, and what I'm saying, Finn's going to do all the work, go for the cover. Dom's going to throw him off. Cover himself, 1, 2, 3. Dom Mysterio, new Intercontinental Champion. Finn is pissed off, and there's that rivalry right there with Dom and Finn. So I'm going Dom Mysterio.
All right, Chris.
Braun Breaker.
All right, there you go. So 2 for Braun, 3 for Dominic. What's the next matchup?
All right, now we have in a Sin City street fight, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
It's on to me. I'm gonna go Damian Priest. I'm gonna go Damian Priest in this street fight. Rick.
My Boricua brother, I'm going with Damian Priest.
Clay.
See, here's what my thing though. Drew needs some type of win. In some sort of way, he's been getting, with certain matches where he isn't winning. He needs some type of momentum to not lose everything. So I'm going to go Drew McIntyre.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Chris, is on to you.
I kind of agree with you, Clay, but Drew McIntyre lately has been a whiny little bitch. So
that's his character.
I'm going to be going for Damian Priest.
Whoa. Swerved ya.
Yeah.
I did there?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see what you did there. I didn't see it.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Next matchup.
Oh, Elio needs to pick it.
Oh, sorry, Elio.
I got Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
All right. Next match we have for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship triple threat, Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley.
All right. It's on the Rick, right?
Yeah.
All right.
This is a dumpster fire match.
Yep.
Io. Just make it simple. Go with Io.
Wow.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't even know. We'll go Io.
Clay, it's on to you.
Man, and like Rick said, this whole thing has been thrown in the dumpster 2 or 3 different times, and now it's tried to bring back up. And we don't really know where this is going, where it's leading. Man, I'm just going to go with Bianca. I'll go Bianca Belair.
Wow. All right.
Yep.
Chris, is on to you.
Mommy.
Going Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Elio, it's on to you.
Yeah. Io Sky.
All right. I'd be a damn fool if I don't pick Io Sky. So I'm going with Rhea Ripley.
See, you can't do that because I'm just starting to write it out. Good God, EO is only 3 letters.
Now, what is that?
EO is 3 letters, Clay?
2 letters, bro.
IYO.
No. It's IO.
No, it's IYO. Swear to God.
IYO.
See?
It's IYO.
Yeah.
EO.
Yeah.
Listen, someone got to get. Listen.
Don't matter. He's doing it for mommy.
Old McDonald had a farm. IYO wasn't part of those letters.
Yes.
IYO.
I may be from Indiana, but I know how to spell, God damn it.
I don't know. Josh might say something about that.
See? Listen to the freaking MC square. Listen to that. I'm right. Damn it.
I've been spelling EO wrong for a very long time.
I thought it was IO.
No, it's IYO.
See, you know what? Now I got to look this shit up. All right, go ahead. Oh, wait. Whose turn is it? Oh, no, that's it. I win.
Yeah. And now the main event for night 2. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE Undisputed Championship.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
It is IYO.
See?
No, there's no C in there. It's IYO.
I know that. C as in SEE. That Clay was right.
Are you talking about the C as in the ocean? Because that's SEA.
No, C.
The
you see
letter
with
C?
your eye. No.
The letter C?
Or
No.
C.
As
Or
in
C.
confused?
God damn
SEE.
it. Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the title.
It's on to you, Clay.
Oh, shit. There you go. Oh, let's see here. Okay. For this turn to even work with John Cena, he has got to win the title. Because why in the world would John Cena turn heel and not win the championship for Cody Rhodes? Cody has had this title for a year. That needs to be a new champion. I'm saying John Cena is walking out and away from WrestleMania with the WWE Championship. Now, how are they going to finish this out? I don't know, because he's saying he's leaving with the title, never bringing it back, yada, yada, yada. So we'll just see from here. But my thing is, why turn him heel for Cody to go over at Mania? It makes no sense to me. So I am saying John Cena is going to beat Ric Flair's record, be a 17-time world champion. Book it.
All right, there you go. Chris, is on to you. Who you got?
Cody Rhodes.
Okay. Elio.
Completely not what I said. It's like, fuck what Clay said. Cody Rhodes.
I got John Cena.
Wow. Okay. I'm also going John Cena or John Chana.
Yo, Tony does that better than anybody on the planet.
That he does.
Look at me, John Chana.
You'll say somebody's name and he'll be like, oh, really? I'll also go with
Well, I mean, it makes sense because if Cody were to win, what happens to Cena then? What's he going to say? What's he going to do?
Yep.
Exactly.
What happens to the whole final boss thing? What happens to everything?
So there is going to be some, and I think it has a lot to do with what we talked about earlier before the break of either Seth or CM Punk joining The Rock. Mm-hmm. And I think whoever between the two, either CM Punk or Seth, is going to interfere.
Yep.
True, and that's what's going to cost Cody the win. Yep. Mm-hmm. And it's good because it's not going to damage Cody. It's not going to hurt Cody. Because of the simple fact that it's going to still create another story for Cody to chase back that belt. Meanwhile, John Chana is going to have the belt, and he's going to create a really good storyline with it.
What if Cena wins and then hands the belt to Punk?
Oh,
This is I'm done.
Yeah.
And he walks out. It's like, that's it. I did
Yeah.
what I said I was gonna do.
That's true too.
I
You
wouldn't be
could
upset.
do that.
I wouldn't be upset with
I
Cena
wouldn't.
leaving.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, the thing is that he said he's going to wrestle all the way up till December.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but he hasn't been on Raw or SmackDown for God knows how long. So
true.
It's I don't know.
It's something, but yes, I'm gonna pick Cena as well.
Okay.
There you go.
And that is it for WrestleMania.
Oh wow, that's it already?
That's it. Yep.
And can I say this? Well, Clay was having this little conniption there, and he was turning all kinds of red. All I could think of was the Incredible Hulk, and I'm like, but that's not what Clay comes off as. He doesn't come off as angry. He comes off more as the Incredible Sulk. Like, why? No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Come on, guys.
You're right. You're right. Couldn't say it any better.
Oh
Clay-
my God.
Clay's gonna write this in his journal, and fucking Rick had to say something else about me today.
In my little diary that
Wait till
There's notice something about this card. There's no Randy Orton. Because I thought.
Oh shit, that's right. So Randy's going to be on the card. They're probably going to announce it. Yeah. Well, yeah, it could be Solo. So let's just give Randy's. I mean, I'm glad
Randy
you brought
no
it
matter
up. Really?
Yeah.
What if it's Aleister Black?
No, it's not.
What if it's Matt Riddle?
Matt Riddle? Where did you get this from?
What the fuck?
There was a fan that put it yesterday.
Well, that was only one fan. Was that fan you?
No, hell no.
Matt Riddle.
But just imagine if it is Riddle and he goes against Randy.
Bro, I would have to be drunk as a motherfucker.
Actually, you know what? No, think about it. That does make sense because they were Arcade Bro.
Don't do it, Tony. Don't feed into that.
No. What concept with Matt Riddle coming back at Mania?
Tony, don't do that. Don't.
No.
You know what? No, hold on.
They were Arcade Bro.
Hold on. Don't do that because Chris is sitting here believing that we all believe that Chad Gable is not a Grande Americano. Don't do that. We all know that it's Chad Gable.
And then you hear, bro.
No.
Still don't get it. Come on.
No. Oh my goodness.
Come on, man.
I honestly think it's Aleister Black.
No,
It's either Aleister Black or Solo.
It's gonna be Solo.
I think it's gonna be Solo.
So just to be safe, if he does end up with a match, and Nick Aldis says it's a surprise, or you'll find out at Mania, then it's got to be Aleister Black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would think
but
so.
if he announces Solo, who do you guys got?
Randy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going Randy also, but what if it's Aleister Black?
Then it has to be Aleister Black.
It has to be Aleister Black at that point.
Then I'm going Aleister Black.
Randy.
Yeah, Aleister
You going
Black.
Randy?
If it's gonna be Aleister, I highly doubt it. They already announced 425 for him, so
I also heard that they changed plans
They might have, yeah, they might have.
because of what happened with Kevin Owens.
Yeah. I think it's.
Well, we're gonna have to wait till Friday
Yeah.
to see if they do announce that it's a special.
Yeah.
That it's
He's gonna play a
special.
game.
Yeah, I want to play a game. But we'll just have to wait and see. So that will be put on hold until Friday night.
Mhm.
And if it is a mystery opponent, then we'll go with what we just said. I'll go with the mystery opponent. But if it's against Solo, I'm going with Solo. I mean Randy Orton. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, and then we'll post it that Saturday morning. So
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'll wait to post the card then.
Yeah, wait till
Okay.
Saturday morning. Or you can even post it after SmackDown, Elio.
Yeah, I do that.
Just to wait to see, but we'll put it in our own little chat. What happens, just in case one of us missed SmackDown. But either way. So that's your WrestleMania Night 2 picks. Let's get on to This Week in Wrestling. We got to get right into Raw. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yes.
We got to get into Raw. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I got to talk about what the hell happened during Jey Uso.
Oh
my goodness.
I put it in our chat what the hell is wrong with freaking Michael Cole?
He's an abomination.
He's terrible.
He's beyond an abomination.
By far.
And I'm shocked I actually said that.
Tony and I and Rick was messaging each other at the exact same time during Raw. I don't think we could have said it any better. Michael Cole's a tool.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
Yes.
Why does everyone say Michael Cole is some of his greatest work? And, he's getting a chance to be himself without Vince in his ear.
And that's why Vince wasn't letting him be himself, because he's a tool.
He's 100% a tool. He can't even two-step,
was so
bro.
bad.
He was eating like he was late for a meeting or something. Like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Rocking back and forth, side to side, bro.
He wasn't even in rhythm.
No.
Not in rhythm at all.
And trying to talk while fucking eating. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, we're doing on Raw. We're doing. It's like,
listen,
but it's literally up and down. You're up and down. He's going side, left, 2, 1, 2, right, 1, 2, left. Like, was that hey ho? Hey, we're not doing that, bro. It's up and down. That's it.
So what? You can't do the hey ho yeet.
No. Let me tell you something. I was so disturbed by his yeeting.
Yeah.
It deserves to go in the book.
Deserves a
100%.
chapter. Its own chapter.
100%.
It's ridiculous.
Terrible.
It's ridiculous and obnoxious.
And preposterous.
It's preposterous.
Is asinine.
And atrocious.
Asinine 10?
It's mainly atrocious. Don't add words, Chris.
No.
So
that's it's egregious. You adding words to this, because this has been for years.
That we had. So it's definitely going into the book, and we're going to call it Michael Cole's Carlton Dance.
There you go.
It's that bad.
All right. Cole's Carlton Dance. You just made the book. There it is.
Jesus Christ, man. Don't ever fucking do that again.
No. Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
The rest of Raw, you got Liv versus Bayley, Ray versus the one of the Creed brothers, Karrion Kross versus AJ. Now,
that right there.
Yeah.
Yo, Karrion Kross had a match on Raw.
Yeah.
That was actually a good match.
It was actually a good match, yes.
But I'm going to tell you this. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee ruined his entrance.
Yes.
That he did.
Absolutely.
I will agree with that.
We have the return of his NXT entrance that we've been dying for. And why is Michael Cole and Pat McAfee explaining how Cross is having his entrance back? We see it. It's like we see it.
Yeah.
You're taking away from the mystique when you're like, oh, and he's been talking about going back in time, so he's bringing this entrance back. Stop talking. Stop yapping.
Let him do it.
Exactly.
Not about you. It's about Karrion Kross.
Exactly.
Let Scarlett do her thing.
Yes.
Karrion Kross do the whole thing. Like NXT Karrion Kross was what we wanted to see. And we had a chance of that, and it all went to hell.
Because y'all talking over it is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But Karrion Kross, what he did in the match, did you guys pick up on it?
He put his hands behind his back.
He put his hands behind his back on a phenomenal forearm. He looked into the camera and he smiled, and then he put his hands behind his back to take the phenomenal forearm. That's showing that he's sacrificing himself so that AJ can get this monster out of him.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. He has to beat Logan, though, because Logan Paul does not belong in the same ring as AJ Styles.
No.
Not one bit.
Nope. I agree 110%.
Not at all. EO's recorded promo was better.
Yeah.
Yep.
But let's get one thing straight. and I don't know if you guys are going to agree, so this is going to be an open discussion right here. Io is not Asuka.
No.
No, she is not.
She's good, but she's not Asuka.
She's not Asuka. Asuka's on a
Why do you say that?
Because the way she's acting and talking in that promo is as if she is Asuka, and Asuka's on a different level. I don't think people realize how great Asuka was or is, and Io has never been that. Io's always been in the middle. It was always Asuka, Io, Kairi Sane, right? It was always heavyweight with Asuka, mid for Io, and then like the light heavyweight was like Kairi Sane. I never seen Kairi Sane as a heavyweight champion. I never seen Io as a heavyweight champion. But some way she got it. But you're not Asuka. You're not on Asuka's level. So I just don't want people to be fooled by that. Like, don't force Io on us. Let her naturally be who she is, because she's an amazing talent. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like she's being forced on us.
Well, I can see Io being world champion, and she has been. And I can see her, even with her, NXT run to her SmackDown run to Raw run, I can see her being world champion. But Asuka, you had the undefeated streak in NXT. You came in as dominant as throughout. You came in feared by everybody on the main roster. And it's like you've never felt that with Io. So I kind of get what you're saying with that, but I still feel like Io is on that level of Asuka, but Asuka's got too much of a notch whenever she does come back.
Yeah. I just feel like this title reign in particular is forced.
Yes.
And it's just like, it didn't need to happen.
Just to get her on the Mania card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have had her tag with Bayley.
Yeah.
That could have worked too. That would have made more sense with her and Lyra.
Exactly.
Or she could have went. She could have went for the IC title.
That too.
Yeah.
Fucking booking at its finest, man.
I mean, we're just doing it, man.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Fucking hire us, WWE.
Not Chris.
Not Chris. No, because everybody hates Chris.
Don't even put it. Don't even put it.
I don't have it queued, so don't worry. Anyway.
But I will say this.
Rick.
I will say this. How far that we've diverted off the tribal chief bloodline story in 1 year's time.
Yes.
How far we've gone off of it. That we got Roman, Punk, and Rollins fighting each other with the same fucking promo week after week after week. And it's just so far.
Completely far that there's nothing of the bloodline on Mania.
For him to say, I'm the original tribal chief. Bro, you're the only tribal chief. That's what OTC stands for. Only tribal chief.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing.
You had a 4-year storyline, and then all of a sudden, now it's dead. All of it is dead.
What happened? Triple H got the reins.
Literally,
Roman. You see what I did? Roman Reigns.
Oh, boy.
Completely dismantled it.
Yep.
Bro, I need to hear. Emailers, listeners, please email me about Triple H. What are your thoughts about Triple H?
Because, let's make it a post.
Yeah, he's fucking dropped the fucking ball, bro.
Let's make it a post.
Let's do it.
Asking about Triple H's build to WrestleMania. What do you rate it or something like that?
Yeah. There you go.
What are your thoughts on Triple H's build to WrestleMania?
Yep.
There you go.
There you go. We also got Penta versus Finn.
That was a good match. Yeah.
Good matchup.
Yep.
And then speaking about Roman, let's go with the promo that he had with Seth and Paul Heyman, how he mushed Paul Heyman to the ground.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Heyman. He put his hands on me.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy, no.
No.
Absolutely not. What else we got? I think that was it for Raw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go into SmackDown?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cody's promo was pretty good with all the titles.
It was.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But where's John Cena?
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. There's no build because we can't see him.
No fight, no pull apart, no nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Normally, you're expecting a big old brawl right before WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, we got one more SmackDown, so maybe, but I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Let's talk about this. Zelina Vega defeating Chelsea Green by countout. Was that supposed to happen?
What was that?
It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't supposed to happen. Chelsea Green fucked up.
What happened?
I like what she posted on Instagram. She had a letter from the Crucifino law firm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, Chelsea didn't, I guess, hear the count. She was supposed to go in, but Selena was still supposed to go over.
Okay.
So who knows? Maybe on Friday Night SmackDown they might announce Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green for the United States Championship at WrestleMania.
Maybe.
So,
let's hope so. Because that's a disappointment to me if Chelsea's not on this card.
Oh yeah,
I really.
It would be. So let's like I said, we'll wait till Friday to see if they do announce the match up of Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega. And then we'll post our picks. We'll rearrange everything. Like I said, we won't post anything till after SmackDown. Mm-hmm. So Elio will post it after SmackDown. Just make sure you put it in the chat, you know, what our picks are. And then once we give you our picks, then we'll put it up on Facebook. And then that way it gives you guys a chance to put in your picks also.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
I will also say this. What the fuck? What was Wade Barrett doing with Charlotte?
Yeah, that was wild, wasn't it?
Weird. Yes.
Why? First of all, homie, pump your brakes and drive slow. Why are you stepping to a woman like that? Because I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Like, you need to step back because Charlotte should have slapped the taste out of his mouth just for doing that. Yes, if you want to really show where you're at, what level you're on, slap the shit out of him, right? And let her know, like, I'm going to go through anybody to get this title, right? Because what was that? It's just so weird.
Yeah. It was very. And for Wade Barrett, of all people, to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude. Like, what was, I don't know. I agree.
I don't know what they were thinking, but not it for me. Ray Phoenix beating Humberto, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And Angel Garza tease. We're going to get Angel Garza versus Ray Phoenix. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. That's going to be dope.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. If Vince McMahon was still around, is Ray Phoenix named Ray?
No.
He'll
just be Phoenix.
Yeah.
He would have been. Yeah, because you can't have two Rays.
Yeah.
Can't have two Rays. So he would not be Ray. He would just be Phoenix.
Yep.
Asshole.
Oh,
man. All right, what else we got for SmackDown?
Here's my thing. What is Drew's obsession with bracelets and necklaces? Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
That fight between him and Priest, the pull apart, he pulls up or takes him down and then takes his necklace and then looks at it like you had Punk's bracelet. Now you got Priest's necklaces. It's like what are you doing? What is this?
Why did he have an eye patch that didn't fit him correctly?
I noticed that too.
Hey guys, I can actually see. No shit.
Right. So what was the point of the
big
eye
reveal?
patch?
What he should have done, and which what I would have appreciated more, was if he did the whole Jake the Snake white contact thing with his eye.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
When Jake the Snake did that, when he got sprayed with with arrogance from Rick Martel. Ooh, yo, that was such great. Yo, I love Rick Martel, the model. I thought that was great, bro. I think that would have been great. That would have been cool. That would have been like to another level. He would have said, "Listen, I'm cleared or I'm not cleared, but we're gonna have a street fight and we're gonna just fight all over the arena." Blah blah blah. That would have been something cool to see. We did have LA Knight and Randy Orton defeat the Bloodline. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Randy Orton's promo was epic. When he's talking to Solo and going back and forth with Solo, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you too. Yeah.
Great.
Randy's great on the mic. He's just great because he just says shit you're not expecting. And he just hits, and you're just like, wow. Love it. Naomi had a good promo, so that was pretty good. Jane, not so much. I feel like that's her weak point, right? It's
yeah.
like, just get her in the ring already. Have her run through some people.
Yep.
You know? But yeah, Street Profits and Mello don't Miz. What's that about?
I really never thought that would actually be a tag team with Miz and Mello, but I mean, they're making it somewhat work, I guess.
It's all because of the name. That's all they're doing it for.
Yeah.
It's an awkward tag team.
Yeah. Mello don't Miz. Come on.
Yeah. Don't like it at all.
No.
So listen, one more SmackDown. That's all you got left.
That's all you got.
It's awesome. No.
Yeah. What's that?
When Miz always says it's awesome. No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. So stupid.
That's just terrible.
Miz is just coming off really cringy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You think he's lost his touch?
A little bit.
It's, you know what it is? When you're given a story like this, which doesn't make any kind of sense, and you're just trying to hit your marks, just trying to hit your points, it just comes off cringy, and I don't think he's lost his touch. It's just like he doesn't have anything.
I don't think it's his fault. I think it's creative.
Yeah. Like, he's
really
trying.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, you know what? Mello don't miss. How about Mello don't miss? Like, someone got to be like, bro, no, that's bad. Awesome? That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got to tell him that's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Miz is a constant professional. He's trying to make things work, and he always has found a way, you know, in his time with WWE. But if it's not there, it's not there.
I feel, but is it a Vince thing again, where Vince would say that's terrible?
I think Vince would laugh and say, "That's fucking great, pal." That's what he would say. That's fucking great, pal.
Give him the title again.
Give him the title again. He's fucking a genius.
He's fucking a genius. That's great.
All right. Anything else on SmackDown?
I think that's it.
All right. What about NXT or AEW?
We got Ethan Page winning the number one contenders for the North American title. Surprise, surprise.
Thea Hale's back.
Thea Hale.
Yeah.
Thea Hale, my other sweet cheeks. Literally. I got to stop because she's only like 21.
She's young.
She is young.
Yeah.
Only 21 too, man. That's a shame. But anyway, she's still my sweet cheeks.
Mickey James, on the other hand.
Yep. Well, hey, that is my girl.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is my girl.
You're a woman.
That's my woman.
There you go.
Hardcore legend.
There you go.
Hardcore country legend. Sorry, Mickey. I apologize. Nick Aldis, if you're listening, just take another RKO.
There you are.
All right, what about AEW?
We saw something scary with Pac. They had to stop the match between Swerve.
Wait, what happened?
He got hurt during the match.
Did he really? I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What you talking about, Willis?
Swerve versus Pac in that match. They had to stop the match because of an injury.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't look very good. He was holding his ankle or holding his foot, and didn't get back up towards the match. And he originally was supposed to be out there with the Death Riders, and he
didn't show up.
He didn't.
Oh wow!
They said he's out indefinitely.
Now let's talk about this whole Owen Hart. Not Owen Hart. What's his name? MJF and the Hurt Business. What do you guys think about that?
I don't know, man. I think honestly, with this whole thing, it's leading to something happening with MJF. Obviously, either turning and taking over the Hurt Business. That's what it seems like it's leading to, or if they're trying to get him or the fans to feel bad for MJF that he's not with the Hurt Syndicate and trying to make him a babyface. I don't see how that would work. That's just my only two scenarios I got for this.
I don't know.
I mean, I just feel like wrestling is being lazy now with stories, and I'm talking about AEW and WWE. They're
Both.
just like,
Yes.
I just feel like they're just throwing shit against the wall, seeing if it's gonna stick. Are fans interested in MJF and the Hurt Syndicate? No? All right, let's move on to the next thing. All right, they are a little bit. They want to see where we're going? Well, we honestly don't know where we're going, but we're going to just leave it there for like a month. And then after a month, we're going to either go with it or we're just going to move on from it. Like, that's what's happening here. Like, we don't know what's going on. Like, the whole favor with Paul Heyman, you can't tell me that they knew that was going to be the favor from the beginning.
They didn't have a clue.
No way. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was, you know what? We forgot all about this fucking favor. Shit, CM Punk, you're going to walk down with Paul Heyman. That's what you're going to do. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I just feel like they're being lazy with their storytelling, and they don't know what they're doing with this. There's no way they know what they're doing with this.
Mm-hmm. Nope. I agree.
I just feel like right now we're at a lull at this end of the show. So I want to try to bring us up a little bit. Let's just get a little bit of WrestleMania excitement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start throwing out some WrestleMania moments just to get us excited and see how you guys feel about them, right? Just to get a little juices flowing, get a little movement, some yeeting, right?
Just don't do it like Michael Cole.
No, not
or
like
Chris. All right. So look, WrestleMania 12. Shawn Michaels and his boyhood dream. That whole build-up, right, with San Antonio, Texas, coming down from the zip line. How amazing was that Iron Man match? And I was a Bret Hart mark, man. I love Bret Hart to death. And he has him in the sharpshooter for 1 hour. At the hour mark, the bell rings. No, you didn't win. Gorilla Monsoon comes out. No, we're going to restart the match and the next 4 wins. Amazing moment right there. WrestleMania 6, we have the Ultimate Warrior, the Intercontinental Champion versus the Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan. First time we got title versus title, and the Ultimate Warrior wins. It wasn't a great match, but it was epic. It was an epic moment.
That one.
There you go. We have Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. Ric Flair's a retirement match. If he doesn't win this match, he's being forced to retire. Shawn Michaels setting up the sweet chip music. I love you too, dog. Don't kick me, man, but I got a dog. Kicks him in the face, and he wins, forcing Ric Flair to retire, but he doesn't retire. He goes to TNA and ruins his legacy. We got Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 5. We got Bret Hart versus Stone Cold in one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, getting nominated into the Hall of Fame. WrestleMania 13, one of the biggest double swerves of all time. Amazing moment, right? We had so many great WrestleMania moments. WrestleMania 30, Triple H versus The Undertaker. How amazing was those matches? Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels 1, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels 2, Undertaker versus Triple H 1, 2. Amazing. It was just the end of a generation. It was just great storytelling. And again, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 10 in the ladder match. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10 for the title.
Yep.
There was just so many great moments. And you know what? And I'm starting to realize, after just saying what I said, why they call Shawn Michaels Mr. WrestleMania. And that's because his best match ever, WrestleMania 8 against Tito Santana.
Yeah.
I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. It's definitely not his greatest match. It was
it's Tito's, though.
It's definitely
Tito's. Yeah.
But if you notice, I mentioned Shawn Michaels a lot. Shawn Michaels, listen, he didn't have the greatest record at WrestleMania, but he has proven why he's Mr. WrestleMania, because he put on great matches. Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, Shawn Michaels versus Shawn Michaels. It was just amazing. He just did amazing things.
Shawn Michaels versus Shawn Michaels.
That's it.
Yeah. Dude, that was out of the park. I like that.
It's, you know what it is, Chris? It's just like, you lob him, I'm going to smack him out. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But let's not forget, we have the TLC match with Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys. The Hardys returned at WrestleMania, right? We had amazing things. Ricky Steamboat versus the Macho Man. Hulk Hogan slamming Andre. Right.
Stone Cold and The Rock at WrestleMania 17.
Yes.
Yep.
Hogan and The Rock.
Hogan and The Rock.
WrestleMania 18.
I was there. That was awesome.
You was there?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you see in the first row, 100 rows back is Elio. But I absolutely, guys, WrestleMania is one of the greatest times of the year. Let's not forget the history, that the reason why it's as big as it is, why we're going to have record-breaking sales, why we're going to have record-breaking numbers in attendance. It's because of the history of wrestling, of WWE. It's not because of what's being put out there today, because what's being put out today doesn't even stand close to the history of the WWE. So that's why I want to try to get our kerfuffles up, our furcunkles up.
Furkunkle.
Right? I want to get it all up together. I want us to all be excited for WrestleMania, because we can't go into this with a lull. We can't be like, oh, God, it's WrestleMania. No, man, it's WrestleMania, guys. WrestleMania 41 years of this shit. So let's remember the past, and let's have a bright fucking future. I said what I said.
You made me want to run through a wall right there, Rick. You should be a motivational speaker. Now it's like, let's fucking go.
But to throw a little shade into this, do you think that this WrestleMania is in jeopardy?
It's one of the worst potential WrestleManias of all time.
Right there with 27.
27, 9.
Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 11? Which one was Diesel? Was it 11?
11.
He was 11,
Diesel
yeah.
Michaels. That was 11.
Yeah.
11.
With Bam and LT.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-mm. Well,
14 was Sid and Undertaker.
Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole.
Oh, God. Let's not go there.
No, I'm just
Giant
saying bad
Gonzalez
mania
versus
moments.
Undertaker.
No, Cindy
That was
Undertaker was
worse.
13.
Oh, Sid was 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Wow. So that is it for this week in wrestling. We're going to do something that we haven't done in a while. And you know what that is?
What's that?
It's time for the book.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy.
All right. AEW time management. There's still, you had a 6-hour fucking pay-per-view.
No.
AEW's absurd commentary.
Stays. That's got to.
Yeah.
I wanna put like a hyphen with that AEW and WWE's absurd commentary.
Yeah.
Well, that's getting there. Yeah.
Getting there. Mercedes Moné two-step? I don't remember that. Oh, it's her little shit that she does in
Yeah.
yeah.
Stays.
Yeah, freaking little dance shit.
Yeah,
Stays.
that stays.
Oh.
Don Callis, Harry Scar.
He's still got it.
Hey.
He's got to stay.
Yeah. Hook shit signal.
Stays.
Mercedes Moné piped in ego.
Stays.
Stays.
Vince Russo's bro.
Stays.
Stays.
Darby Allin's pink flamingo.
We haven't seen Darby in a long time either.
No.
Well, let's wait until he
Let's
comes
stay.
back, see what he does.
Yeah. Agreed.
Charlotte saggy pants.
Stays.
I will say this: she looked good last week.
She
on
did.
SmackDown.
She did.
wore
She did.
A nice outfit. I was like, okay.
She did.
So there's hope for her.
New entrant into the book, Michael Cole's Carlton dance.
Yep.
Stays.
And last but not least, as always, fuck's wrong with Tony Khan's eyes?
Stays.
That's a lot.
A lot going on with that. All right, so that's it for the show. Make sure you tune in after the show because we're going to play the 5-Second Shuffle Championship, which Elio retained last week. And those that are new to that show, basically what I do is I play a random song off my playlist. I hit the shuffle button. I only play how much do I play? I only play 5 seconds of it. I only play 5 seconds of it, and these guys got to guess who it is. And the first 1 to 10 wins. And there's also the forbidden songs. If any of these forbidden songs pops up, they get a minus deduction from their score. These forbidden songs are Taz, Chris Benoit, Reba Giggle, Hook, Lash Legend, and Julian Hall. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 Man.
Clay Cummings.
And the Dean.
No.
And the third wheel.
Rick Sorrento the third.
And the Scorpion King.
Chris Peterson.
All right, love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, so Elio is the current champion. Wait, you are the current champion, right? Oh, no, it's me.
No, it's you.
No, it's...
I was going to say, I'm like, I was letting you finish. I'm like,
that's right. I won it last week. I won it
Oh,
back.
old age is kicking back. He means
So,
Ginkgo biloba.
I have either the option of going first or passing it off to Elio, how I have it on my screen. I'm going to pass it off to Elio.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sorry, Elio. My condolences.
All right, Elio, here's your first one.
Braun Breaker.
Chris.
Braun Breaker.
Clay.
Braun Breaker.
Rick.
I'm going to have to agree with all y'all because I think it's somebody else, but I'm going to go Braun Breaker.
I'm also going to go Braun Breaker.
Don't be Johnny Grace.
It's Braun Breaker. Yeah, I know. I was thinking.
I was thinking IRS.
IRS.
Bro, what? Yo.
IRS. Okay. All right. So everybody gets a point on that. All right. It's on to Chris. Chris, here you go.
1, 2, 3, and.
Oh, fuck. Damn. I'm at a loss right now on that one.
Pick somebody.
Yeah, somebody. I'm just kidding. DIY. Screw it.
Clay.
Is it Fallon Henley?
Rick.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Fallon Henley.
I'm going Fallon Henley too because I was lost like a mofo. So if we're all wrong, we're all wrong. Elio.
Fallon Henley.
Fallon Henley.
Let's go.
Thank God. I was like, yo, I need Elio or Clay to go in front of me because I'm going to say Dusty Rhodes again.
So everybody except for Chris gets a point. It's on to Clay. Clay, here you go.
The time has come to relieve that pain.
Mankind.
Rick.
I just want to say, before he even spoke, I knew who it was. I'm just going to put that out there. Mankind.
I'm also going Mankind. Elio.
Mankind.
It is Mankind.
Yes, Mankind.
Chris did say it.
What?
You didn't get to Chris.
You didn't get Chris. Yeah.
Well, Chris, who you got?
Yeah, Mankind.
Oops, sorry. It is Mankind. All right, it goes to. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh, you lucky motherfucker!
Wait,
you are so lucky.
On, man.
Wow.
All right, it goes to Rick. Here you go.
Dewdrop.
I'm also going Dewdrop. If that little I wouldn't have guessed it. Elio.
Dewdrop.
Chris.
Dewdrop.
Clay.
Dewdrop.
Just to make sure. It is Dewdrop.
Lord, thank you. Because I was going to make the comment. I was going to say, all right, so give this next, because Chris didn't get to go and say Mankind. I was like, okay, so give him this forbidden song that I'm about to get. If I say that, you don't press play in the wrong spot because you hear what I got to say, and then I get fucked over. So, Lord.
All right, so everybody gets a point on that. So the updated scorecard is I got 4, Clay's got 4, Rick's got 4, Elio's got 4, and Chris has got 3. It's on to me, right?
Yes.
All right, here I go. Huh. There's 2 people or 3 people I can think of. I'm going to go with, it's not Sheamus. Not Sheamus. Not Sheamus. I want to say Sheamus, but it's not Sheamus. I'm going to go with the Brawling Brutes. Elio.
Brawling Brutes.
Chris.
Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund. Clay.
Brawling Brutes.
Rick.
Okay. I'm giving myself a spasm trying not to laugh. Ow. I'm going to go with the Brawling Brutes, even though I think it's Sheamus.
It is the Brawling Brutes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Fucking A. Thank God. Jesus. All right. I never knew Bob Backlund would come out to Irish music.
I was thinking Fit Finley.
Fit Finley.
That's
Fit
who I was
Finley
thinking.
and Bob Backlund. Wow.
I know.
All right, it's on to Elio. Elio, here you go.
Time to play the game. Time to play the
Chris, unmute yourself.
He's saying Bob
Triple
Backlund.
H.
Bob Backlund.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, Lord. Clay.
Triple H.
Rick.
Triple H.
I'm also going Triple H. It is Triple H. So everybody gets a point on that. Goes to, who's the goal?
Is it me?
Chris.
Chris.
Oh,
Goes
it's
to
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, here you go.
It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
Vader.
Clay.
Vader.
Rick.
Vader.
I'm also going Vader. Elio.
Vader.
It is Vader.
Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund. It's Hornswoggle.
Hey, there you go.
Hornswoggle.
All right, the updated scorecard is I got 7, Clay's got 7, Rick's got 7, Elio's got 7, Chris has got 5. Can we have a fatal 4-way overtime? Let's see if the luck continues. It goes to Clay, right?
See,
Yes.
this
Before
is
I hit
where
the
I'm
button.
in trouble. This is where I'm in trouble.
All right,
Here it
goes to
comes.
Clay. Here you go.
Finn Balor.
Rick.
What's her name? We'll go Sheeta.
I'm going. Oh my God, what's her name? Rose. The Rose. The fuck's her name? Not Lila Rose. Is it Lila Rose? Is it Lila Rose?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it the big bitch? I think her name is Lila Rose. So I'm going Lila Rose. Elio.
I'm going Layla Gray.
Layla Gray? Who's that?
She's with Top Flight.
Oh, okay. Chris.
Oh.
Lila Gray.
You're going with Elio because you think he knows his shit.
You're talking about Nyla Rose, Tony?
Nyla Rose. That's who I was going for.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It is. Wow, we were all wrong. Athena.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, I'm glad we were all wrong. All right.
We were all
Being
wrong.
wrong.
We're
Right?
all wrong. I mean, yeah. You know what I meant.
Yeah. All right. Who's it on? Rick?
Yes.
It's on to
Yes.
Rick? All right,
Yes.
Rick. Here you go.
Kenny Omega.
I like that guess. I'm also going Kenny Omega. Elio.
That's the Captain Sean Dean.
Chris.
Kenny Omega.
Clay.
Sean Dean.
It is Sean Dean.
Thank you, Elio.
He was so confident.
Thank you, Elio.
He said, that is the captain, Sean Dean.
I should have went with the captain, Sean Dean, instead of just Sean Dean.
Wow.
Thank you, Elio. Yes.
All right, it's on to me. Here I go. Oh, son of a bitch.
Damn.
Well, don't look like I'm winning. Chris Benoit. Damn. Got hit with the forbidden song. But I have a feeling Hook's going to come up for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, get Elio.
I don't know why. Oh, it's on to Elio. My bad.
Uh-oh.
It's on to Elio. Here you go.
Reach, roller.
Scorpio Sky.
Chris.
What did you say, Elio?
Scorpio Sky.
What he said.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I'm trying to understand what he said.
I said Scorpio Sky.
Oh, Scorpio Sky. Yeah, there you go.
Clay.
Like Elio said, Scorpio Sky.
Bite me, Clay.
Rick.
This has potential to be either Scorpio Sky or the tag team he had with Ethan Page. If I decide to flip it and get it wrong, then I'm still one behind. I'll be two behind. But if I get it right, then I'm one behind still, but they'll be both having 9.
Why are you going to be such a lawyer?
So, listen, don't be mad because Clay is about to take the title.
Object.
I'm going Scorpio Sky. Let's go, Clay.
I'm also going Scorpio Sky. It is Scorpio Sky.
All right. Now I take back what I said. Hit Clay with the Forbidden Song right now.
Damn. Wow.
All right, so the updated scorecard is I got 7. Clay's got 9. Rick's got 8. Elio's got 9. And Chris has got 7. It's on. Who's it on?
It's Chris, isn't it?
Is it?
Elio just went, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's on to Chris. Chris, here you go.
Are you ready? Hey, think you could tell us what to do?
D-Generation X.
Clay.
DX.
Rick.
Yeah, a bunch of degenerates. D-Generation X.
DX. Elio.
Generation X.
It is D-Generation X. So we got a 2-way tie between Elio and Clay.
Oh.
So we are going into overtime.
All right.
So, being that Elio's got the most wins between the two, Elio has the option to go first, or he can pass it off to you, Clay. That's how we should have been doing it, but
Go first.
You're gonna go first? All right, first one to one win. So here you go, Elio.
Dominic Mysterio.
Damn.
It is Dominic Mysterio. So Elio's got 1. It's on to Clay. Clay's got to tie with Elio in order to go into a second overtime. If Clay does not get it, then Elio will be the new champion. Here you go, Clay.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
The Rock.
It is The Rock. We are going into a second overtime. It goes to Elio. Elio, here you go.
Upside down.
No, it is not. It's Daddy Magic.
Bro, that sounded like
Magic.
That sounded like a mix of Jake the Snake and Bret Hart.
See, I thought it was Jake.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought it was Jake, but I'm glad it wasn't me. Because it had that Rock and Jake had. Right?
Damn, bro. And now Clay's about to get hit with a forbidden song.
Why do you say that? Are you serious?
It is on to Clay. If Clay gets this one, he will win. If not,
come on, Taz.
Then we will go into a third overtime. Here you go, Clay.
Taz.
Oh boy, Finn Balor.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Is that Carrie?
No, it's Athena. We had it earlier.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Shows how much I listen to Athena.
We are going to a fourth overtime.
Shit.
Goes to Elio. Elio, here you go.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Roof, roof. All right.
Let's go, Clay.
Elio has one. Clay needs this one in order to stay in the game. If he does not get it, Elio will win. Clay, here you go.
Oh my god, I'm gonna hurt myself. Mr. Perfect, Paul Orndorff. No, it's
say
not,
that. Say that one more time.
Okay, I fucked that up. Paul Orndorff.
It is Paul Orndorff.
Yeah,
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful, not Mr. Perfect. I had two different wrestlers.
Either way, I would have given it to you because you said Paul Orndorff.
Thank you. Ooh.
Wow.
Give me stress, bro.
Wow.
That's a pull. That was a fucking pull. Wait,
it was. It was.
Yeah.
Holy shit. We're going into a fifth overtime. Goes to Elio. Elio, here you go.
Jake the Threat too?
No, it is not. It's Ethan Page. Ethan Page. So,
okay.
Elio's got 0. Goes to Clay. Clay can win it with this one. Here you go.
Listen, Clay, before you answer.
Okay.
Just know, if you don't know it, you can always say Bob Backlund.
He's Nigerian?
Yeah, right. Apollo Crews.
It is Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
Clay wins it.
Let's go.
Here's the overall score. I have 8. Clay's got 2. Rick's got 0. Elio's got 5. And Chris
is so
got
shocked
0.
he's speechless.
He is speechless.
Oh my God. What a game.
What a game. 5 overtimes. Holy shit.
Thank you, Mr. Perfect Paul Orndorff right there. There you go.
That saved your ass.
That it really did.
That saved your ass big time, man. Holy
and let's be real. That was an honest to God yes. And I will just say that. Fucked up the Mr. part, but hey, Orndorff is there.
Don't worry, Elio. I'm getting my lawyers on the phone as we speak. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh Lord, thank you all for listening. Make sure you tune in next week where we will review WrestleMania weekend. Thank you all for listening. Make sure you tune in. Same pod time, same pod channel. See ya. Where's Apollo been anyway? Nobody knows.
Probably with Bob Backlund. Wrestlemania
with Bob Backlund.
Oh, so apparently he's out with an injury, recovering from the surgery.
With Bob Backlund?